He was a tough nut, Gene Hackman, but he was really good. And he was really difficult. We can say it now, but he was a tough guy.
Yeah, Bill Murray's remembering the good times and the rough times when shooting the Royal Tenenbaums back in the year 2000 with Gene Hackman, who passed away at the age of 95 this week.
What the hell kind of way to act is that?
Older, great actors do not give young directors much of a chance. They're really rough on them.
And yeah, director Wes Anderson got candid about those rough times during a panel discussion back in 2015 with 4 other directors, including Clint Eastwood, who directed Gene in Unforgiven and Absolute Power.
And I remember in the middle of a take, Gene is doing this. He says, I can see you frowning and moving around over there. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to set up a monitor and I'll get over here. Yeah. You'll know where I am.
I have trouble with direction because I have trouble with authority.
He's the kind of guy that loves to be left alone.
Yeah, he loves to be left alone.
Right there?
Yeah. It's not always something. It's always like the trap doors.
Here we go.
So do you challenge directors a lot?
I do. I shouldn't, but I.
And I've watched him with other directors, and he'll get really annoyed.
I'm
because
aware of that.
I mean, Gene was really rough on Wes, and I used to kind of step in there and just, try to defend my friend.
I probably don't do it in a way that is constructive.
I'm talking about taking it out and chopping it up.
What do you mean? Okay. Okay. Okay, good. All right, let's do one last one.
Coming from a theater background, part of Gene's annoyance with filmmaking was just the concept of doing it a second time.
But he's so ready to go. He's so prepared.
I watched him once do like 25 takes where he did it perfectly with an actor who kept blowing it every single time. Big, long camera move and panning, all this stuff. Gene would do it perfectly. The other actor would blow it, and I go like, oh, God. I was watching it going, no wonder this guy wants to throttle people.
What I feel like it was do is do it great immediately and move on. And he's somebody who you can do that.
Yeah, you can.
You take one, wow.
Yeah.
That was great.
Take one.
Yeah. The problem is if you say, wow, that was great. What about what we could do also? Then you start going downhill.
Yeah. He gets annoyed when people are indecisive. Doesn't like to have you experimenting on his
dabbling.
time. Yeah.
So he was a great one. He was a great actor.
Yeah, great, with a hard edge. Now, it doesn't surprise me at all that Gene Hackman and Wes Anderson had different approaches to filmmaking. That doesn't shock me.
Good. Okay, let's roll back. We're doing that. Good.
Now, when it comes to his fellow actor, I can imagine how annoying it would be, to nail your performance at take and then have the other person screwed up again and again and again. That would be annoying.
What's that?
Holy shit. That's not... What is that? Oh, no, that's dog's blood. Come here. What?
And what's interesting in this is that I'd say that the Royal Tenenbaums is one of Gene's, if not his most, unconventional Gene Hackman performances. Like, it was definitely Gene Hackman fitting into Wes Anderson's world as opposed to Wes Anderson adapting to Gene Hackman's world. So, yeah, I mean, even though Gene had issues with, the style of filmmaking or, the pace of filmmaking, he definitely conformed to it in the end.
Well, we take boxing and self-defense class.
I'm not talking about dance.
That's one of Gene's best performances, one of a Golden Globe. And yeah, I think the reality is, you're going to butt heads with the director and your fellow actors on set because they're all going to have different styles. You're all coming from, different experiences, different training, different years of experience all into the set, and y'all going to kind of work together to find a happy medium with each other. It's going to happen in every film set. There's going to be conflict. And reality is the tributes that have been pouring in from Gene's co-stars this week, like Will Smith and Kevin Costner and Nathan Lane, they all say like he was the best in the biz. So yeah, it's interesting that Bill Murray's willing to say this about Gene, especially when there's some stories about Bill Murray not being the most, I don't know what the word is, Charlie's Angels, that's all I'll say. But yeah, what are your thoughts on Bill Murray now willing to say that Gene was tough on set?
Okay, here we go.